Exodus 36. Bezalel and Oholiab, along with everyone whom God has given the skill and know-how for making everything involved in the worship of the sanctuary as commanded by God, are to start to work. Moses summoned Bezalel and Oholiab along with all whom God had gifted with the ability to work skillfully with their hands. The men were eager to get started and engage in the work. They took from Moses all the offerings that the Israelites had brought for the work of constructing the sanctuary. The people kept on bringing in their free will offerings morning after morning. All of the artisans who were at work making everything involved in constructing the sanctuary came, one after another, to Moses, saying, "The people are bringing more than enough for doing this work that God had commanded us to do." So Moses sent out orders through the camp, "Men, women, no more offerings for the building of the sanctuary." The people were ordered to stop bringing offerings. There was plenty of material for all the work to be done. Enough was more than enough. The tapestries. Then all the skilled artisans on the dwelling, made 10 tapestries of fine twisted linen and blue, purple, and scarlet fabric with an angel cherubim designed worked into the material. Each panel of tapestry was 46 feet long and 6 feet wide. 5 of the panels were joined together, and then the other 5. Loops of blue were made along the edge of the outside panel of the first set, and the same on the outside panel of the second set. They made 50 loops on each panel, with the loops opposite each other. Then they made 50 gold clasps and joined the tapestries together so that the dwelling was one whole. Next, they made tapestries of woven goat hair for a tent that would cover the dwelling. They made 11 panels of these tapestries. The length of each panel was 45 feet long and 6 feet wide. They joined 5 of the panels together and then the other 6 by making 50 loops along the edge of the end panel and 50 loops along the edge of the joining panel, and then making 50 clasps of bronze, connecting the clasps to the loops, bringing the tent together. They finished it off by covering the tapestries with tanned ram skins dyed red, and covered that with the dolphin skins. The framing. They framed the dwelling with the vertical planks of acacia wood, each section of frame 15 feet long and 2 1/4 feet wide, with 2 pegs for securing them. They made all the frames identical. 20 frames for the south side with 40 silver sockets to receive the 2 tenons from each of the 20 frames. They repeated that construction on the north side of the dwelling. For the rear of the dwelling facing west, they made 6 frames with 2 additional frames for the rear corners. Both of the 2 corner frames were double in thickness from top to bottom, and they fit into a single ring. 8 frames altogether with 16 sockets of silver, 2 under each frame. They made crossbars of acacia wood, 5 for the frames on one side of the dwelling, 5 for the other side, and 5 for the back side facing west. The center crossbar ran from end to end halfway up the frames. They covered the frames with a veneer of gold, made gold rings to hold the crossbars, and covered the crossbars with a veneer of gold. They made the curtain of blue, purple, and scarlet material and fine twisted linen. They wove a design of angel cherubim into it. They made 4 posts of acacia wood. They covered them with a veneer of gold, and they cast 4 silver bases for them. They made a screen for the door of the tent, woven from blue, purple, and scarlet material and fine twisted linen with embroidery. They framed the weaving with 5 poles of acacia wood covered with a veneer of gold, and they made gold hooks to hang the weaving and 5 bronze bases for the poles.